What up, Boxing World? 12 Rounds TV. Executive Vice President and General Manager of Showtime, Stephen Espinoza, said that they are up for the Mayweather versus Pacquiao rematch. Well, whether they want it or not, whether the fans want it or not, or whether Pacquiao want it or not, it's not up to them, it's not up to us. It's up to one person. And that one person is Floyd Mayweather Jr. You guys know Mayweather already said in the exclusive interview with Jim Gray that there would be no rematch. As a matter of fact, he called Pacquiao a sore loser and a coward for bringing up the shoulder injury. As a matter of fact, Floyd Mayweather Jr. said that Pacquiao was embarrassed. That's why he said what he said about his shoulder. As a matter of fact, Mayweather said that he lost respect for Pacquiao for bringing up the shoulder injury. Most of the fans were disappointed. We're not happy with the outcome. Obviously, those fans are Manny Pacquiao's fans. Because if you were a Mayweather fan, then you would love the outcome. You get them to complain. Why? Clearly because Floyd Mayweather Jr. won. And some say Mayweather schooled Pacquiao, to include Stephen A. Smith of ESPN First Take, as he argues continuously until now with Skip Bayless, because you guys know Skip Bayless is pro Manny Pacquiao and Stephen A. Smith is pro Floyd Mayweather Jr. Whether Showtime and HBO want the rematch, and because we all know what it's about, one thing and one thing only: money. Pacquiao and Mayweather's mega fight generated over 4 million pay-per-view buys and a revenue of almost $500 million. Who wouldn't want another one of those? Clearly not Showtime or HBO. As a matter of fact, this is like one of the first times, if not the only time, that HBO and Showtime actually work together. You guys know those two networks don't work with each other well, but because of the money, because of the revenue that they made, they are willing to work with each other again. They clearly didn't care what the outcome was. They clearly, Showtime and HBO, don't care if the fans wanted a rematch or not. They just want the numbers again. They want the money again. Now, are the fans willing to pay for it? Don't know. You guys are the only one who can answer that. But this is what Espinoza said though. If Mayweather decides to agree to give Pacquiao a rematch, then he's either have to come out of retirement or to fight Pacquiao in September. Well, clearly that's not going to happen. Pacquiao just went under surgery for his torn rotator cuff last month or 3 weeks ago. He's not going to be ready and fully recovered and healed within 5 months, 4 months. It's not going to happen. If that does happen, well, that's just a replay. Another shoulder injury perhaps might happen during the fight. It's not going to be 100%. If we want to see 100% Pacquiao and Mayweather, that would be next year, sometime around April or May. That's what Stephen Espinoza said. If Mayweather is willing to come out of retirement after his contract ends in September with Showtime to fight Pacquiao, then that's the only way and only time that fight with Pacquiao with the rematch will happen. Other than that, it's not going to happen. I don't think Mayweather is even considering a rematch with Pacquiao. I'm sure Pacquiao would love nothing more but to rematch with Mayweather and get his title back, which is not going to happen. Not anymore. Either, whether it's for title fight or not, if Mayweather and Pacquiao gets back in the ring for a rematch, I believe that people will still watch it. People will still buy pay-per-views. Now the question is, will it generate the same amount of numbers, the same amount of revenue as last time? Don't know. The fans are still sore. Let's call it that way. And still healing from the disappointment. Because some said Mayweather ran. Some say Manny Pacquiao didn't do much. The expectations were not satisfied. The fight itself, the mega fight, did not live up to the hype. I mean, you had people paying $100,000 per seat to watch the mega fight, and some says that's it. That's what we paid for. Well, Steven Espinoza said some things, and I'm gonna tell you guys what it is. He said that what do really we expect, us, the boxing fans? You have two of the best fighters, and we were expecting a knockout or a knockdown. I guess what Steven Espinoza was saying, that a knockdown or a knockout between Mayweather and Pacquiao is almost impossible. Why? Well, Espinoza said, because they're the best. They're the best of the best. And if you think that Mayweather or Pacquiao will score a knockdown or a knockout to each other, well, check this out. Espinoza said we are clearly mistaken, and we were getting our hopes up, because seeing a knockout or a knockdown in the Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight is almost impossible. Espinoza said we paid for 12 rounds and we got 12 rounds. Espinoza said that was a good fight. I'm sure we all have mixed feelings with the outcome of the fight. But the question is, do we really want a rematch? That's 50-50. And you guys know it. It's so easy to say it, but it's not easy said and done. Because just to get the fight to happen, the first one, it took 5-6 years of negotiations, controversies. I mean, you name it. We had it. From the fans, to both corners, to Mayweather, Pacquiao themselves, to their promoters, or I should say, to the Nevada Athletic Commission. I mean, everybody was involved. Some say that if the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight rematch happens, that it should not be in Vegas. And that is very unlikely to happen. Why? because Mayweather is still on the A side, and he gets to pick where the fight is going to be, which most likely is going to be at MGM Grand. As a matter of fact, I think they're remodeling that arena, so it would be on the new one. But it's still going to be in Vegas. The Nevada State Athletic Commission is still going to pick the judges. They're still going to pick the referee. Some say that the judges were biased in the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. Some say that Skip Bayless should have docked points off of Mayweather for hugging and clinching Pacquiao. I mean, there was a lot of controversies and questions asked after the fight. But now Espinoza is saying that they want the fight again. I don't think HBO and Showtime cares, to be honest. If the fight happens again and the outcome is the same, they just care about the money, care about the number. And regardless of what we say, us the fans, or what HBO and Showtime say, like I said, it's not up to us. And I strongly believe it's not up to Pacquiao. It is up to Floyd Mayweather. And do you really, really think Floyd Mayweather Jr. will afford Pacquiao the opportunity for another rematch? Or should I say for a rematch? For another fight? It will take a lot of money, again, for Mayweather to even consider it. I mean, this is what I'm hearing, and this is what I read, and some say that Mayweather will not fight Pacquiao if he knows Pacquiao is 100%. Some say that Mayweather knew Pacquiao was injured coming to the fight. That's why he decided to fight him. Is that true statement or false? I don't know. They are the one that only knows. Nobody knows. The truth is, nobody really knows what happened. All we know is Mayweather won via unanimous decision all 12 rounds. All we know is Pacquiao, some say, only won 3 or 4 rounds. Some say Pacquiao was hurt on the 3rd and 4th round. Don't know if that's true. Some say the compo box had an error. Don't know. As a matter of fact, there's even social medias and boxing gurus that created this gossip about rescoring the fight. It's not going to happen. It's going to take an act of God, a miracle, to overturn that scorecards, to overturn the decision. And it's not going to happen. Mayweather won. The Nevada State Athletic Commission is not going to allow anything to change that decision. No. Money already been spent, especially to the gamblers, especially the people that bet big money on the fight. Do you think they're just going to overturn the decision? No, that's not going to happen, people. So I don't know what Steven Espinoza of Showtime is trying to say. Have Mayweather come out of retirement? I mean, Mayweather hasn't even retired yet. Who knows? He might renew or re-sign his contract with Showtime and move on and go on. He said he may hang it up. He may. He never said he's gonna hang it up. He said, I guess it's time to hang it up. But we all know Mayweather changes his mind every day on things, on everything. One day he feels good, one day he feels bad. One day he wants to fight, one day he doesn't want to fight. As a matter of fact, he's supposed to fight in September. He has yet to pick his opponent. And we're already coming up on June. Today is May 25th. The fans are 50-50. Some wants the rematch, some don't. A lot of people already criticize Pacquiao for being a sore loser and a coward. A lot of people criticize Mayweather already for running and clinching and knowing that Pacquiao was injured coming to the fight. Who knows? Leonard Ellerbe, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, said that they knew everything that was going on inside Manny Pacquiao's camp. Well, if that's the case, then they knew Pacquiao was injured because Pacquiao missed a lot of sparring days. Some say there was a mole, a spy, a snitch inside Pacquiao's camp that was snitching to Ellerbe. Matter of fact, there's still a lawsuit open on Manny Pacquiao and Bob Arum and Showtime and HBO. The fans, they said they didn't get the fight that they wanted to see. And what fight was that they were trying to see? I mean, I am a Manny Pacquiao fan, and I thought, the fight was BS at first. I thought that I was very disappointed, but I'm not gonna sit here and think about it over and over and mope about it and bitch about it. It's over. Get past to it, right? Let's move on. Now, whether the Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch happens, then that's a different story. But like I said, that's Mayweather's discretion. It's up to him. It's not up to Showtime. It's not up to HBO. It's not up to the fans. And it's not up to Pacquiao. Pacquiao would love nothing more to rematch with Mayweather. And to point out one thing, Espinoza also said that Mayweather most likely will afford Pacquiao the rematch with a very high demand from the fans and obviously the right amount of money. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. It's crazy, man. Let's just move on, right? As always, nothing personal, strictly boxing. If you guys enjoy my video, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and +1 this video, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Stay safe and take care out there. Talk to you in the next one. Peace.